Hey viewers! It's the Casual Pro Gamer with a second episode of the analysis series. This time doing Shaco. To be more precise, a Jungle Shaco. Played again by HotshotGG, the #1 player in America. And we're going to have a look at one of his games. He hasn't played Shaco in a while, so we'll see him make some mistakes probably, but the overall idea is still solid. So we'll analyze the gameplay, see what he does, and preferably what he doesn't do, and go from there. Not sure what this will be about yet, but I saw the game, it's pretty good, and I hope you'll enjoy it too. Here we go. Okay, here we are. We see Shaco with Timo, Poppy, Renekton and Janna against someone, Twisted Fate, Dr. Mundo, Nidalee, Amumu and Alistar. And we immediately see that the HotshotGG's team isn't exactly the strongest one, level 1. So they will avoid the level 1 fight, while the other team will probably try to fight level 1. Which is always interesting, because Shaco needs to set up some jack-in-the-box, a trap to get either red or blue. It's a choice which one you start at first. You can start at either, and if you don't get the boxes up in time, or they get popped or whatever, you can always try to get either red or blue with the help of one of your teammates. And well, we'll see him picking up the cloth armor and healing potions that I think every jungler uses. So they're now choosing to go either red or blue, so red it is. And the opponent's team will be guessing which one they will go. And there's the first box. I think he needs about 6 of them to do it on his own. They're always complaining about the Koreans, by the way, if you're reading the chat. The Koreans, in their opinion, are really bad. So here's the other team. Popping the boxes, that's mainly their first goal, because without the boxes it's really hard to jungle as Shaco. It's also a valid tactic to actually steal the blue in this case, because well, they're going for red, but you can steal the blue. And that would make it a lot harder to jungle. So they're trying to get all the traps from Nidalee. And he's putting up new boxes. Nidalee is coming in again to try to destroy the boxes, but also to keep vision of what's happening. And then everyone kind of spreads out to see where the opponents are. So you now get some help to actually get the lizard, but the lizard runs the wrong way, so it doesn't actually get hit by the boxes, which is kind of useless. And so the opponent's team comes in to try to get the red buff, but well, TF is just horrible. I mean, he ran the completely wrong way and he gets killed. That positioning was the worst ever, because his team was nowhere near. So he was all on his own against 3 opponents, and now Poppy is going to help Shaco get the red buff. And back off, because he doesn't want to leech the experience. Of course, this is not ideal. He smites the last part, because if you smite the last part, you actually don't have the chance of someone stealing it with some ability. Or a less chance, I should say. So he's very low health now. He just checked on the razors to see how expensive they are, and he was off by about 50 gold. So he's trying to do these, draw them out, and when they turn back he places a box behind them to actually get take less damage. So he's going to do it again. The box fears them, they will attack the box first, and he will go back now because he earned the 60 gold, and now he's going back to shop, get the razors, and so the Madras razors, because the 500 extra damage that you get like 15% of the time, I guess, really helps you jungle when you're not a really fast jungler. I mean, when you're new, you don't really need it. Or if you have one of these abilities where you can attack minions for extra damage or attack multiple minions at once, then you don't really need it. But in this case, it's good. So as you can see, Clairvoyance going down on blue from the opponents. He's still going to do blue. Again doing the trick with the Jack-in-the-Box, placing it behind the golem. So it will attack the Jack-in-the-Box first, giving him basically more health. Also keeping an eye on the lanes, because, well, he can pretty much auto-attack here. There's not a whole lot going on. Oh, by the way, Shaco does get extra damage when he attacks someone in the back, so by placing the box behind the golem in this case, he can attack it in the back and get some bonus damage done. So he sees someone running there, he cannot catch up, but he's going to decede over this wall to help here. Decides it's not a good plan, and since they have vision over the jungle, he knows someone ran there and he's going to try to catch them, and he does. So he finds Mundo in the brush. He's really paying a lot more attention than I would do in a game, but well, that's why he's the pro and I'm not. So the other members of his team come to help out here. They get 2 kills. They're trying for a third, but they should probably back out, and it's even too late to back out for all of them. So yeah, the opponents get a kill as well. An easy kill. Janna should have just waited for a shield to come up and run, put it on, run past the tower, or alternatively wait the 10 seconds that it takes for someone to get a last hit, or to get a kill I should say, and then basically suicide into one of the towers. But this was not really the best idea. I mean, she now got killed by the tower mostly, and TF only last hit her. So he's going back to jungle. Already 2 kills up. Again, placing the box behind the golems to be able to hit them in the back. I'm not sure of his pattern of skills, because, well, basically he chooses them with control plus the letter, so I cannot actually see. So doing some more jungling. He is keeping an eye on all the lanes just to see where he can gank, and if he can gank somewhere he's going to do it, otherwise he's staying in the jungle to farm. Because as I mentioned in the previous video, farming is the most important thing in this game. Not killing. Well, I guess protecting your nexus would be the most important one, but by farming you can do everything. You can basically get the items you want, you can defend, you can attack, you can basically win the game or prevent to lose the game if you're farmed enough. And hopefully, I didn't actually pay attention to that first time I watched this, hopefully we will actually see that like last game, they're not in teamfight mode all the time, even in the later stages of the game. So they still keep the farming going, even after they yeah, well, they started the team fights. Because team fights are, well, they don't last for the entire game, as most of my games or most of the people I play with tend to do. Most games I play involve a laning phase of like 10 minutes, and then the rest is just, well, people trying to stay in a group of 5 and try to attack each other. Basically, true